Hey guys, and today we are gonna do a Robert the Doll Draw My Life video. Let's start.
Welcome to a new Draw My Life video. Welcome to a new Scary Tuesday TikTokers. You probably all know Chucky, the terrifying protagonist of the Child's Play movie saga. But you probably don't know Robert, the sinister doll that actually existed and was the inspiration for the character. This is his story.
Guys, do you want me to be quiet? Okay then.
The Ottos, a wealthy American family, moved to a new mansion in Key West, Florida. People knew they were hard on their servants. Sometimes they even harmed them. It was precisely one of them, a Haitian gypsy woman in charge of taking care of the little one in the family, Robert Eugene, the one that unleashed all this. One day, Mrs. Otto supposedly found the servant in their backyard practicing a ceremony she thought was voodoo, black magic typical from Caribbean communities, and she immediately fired her. Before she left, the woman gave the little one a doll that looked like a kid. It was 1 meter tall, stuffed with straw and sewed with wire, 2 bottoms as eyes, and human hair, which they say belonged to the kid himself. He named him with his own name and would usually dress him up with his own clothes. Robert the doll became his most trustworthy friend. He would always take him when he went shopping into town, and he always saved a seat for him at the table, where he would feed him without his parents noticing. They even slept together, but soon this innocent relationship would become a bit strange. The little boy started to say he would rather be called by his second name, Gene, since Robert was the doll's name. They would usually hear him talking to the doll inside his room, and a lower voice would answer as if there was somebody else in there with him. Sometimes Gene made lots of noise, and when his mom went to see how he was doing, she would find him scared in a corner, while Robert looked at him, sitting on a chair or on the bed, staring at him. Even neighbors said when the family wasn't at home, they would see the doll looking out of the windows. Gene started to have terrible nightmares, and he would tell his parents that Robert could move on his own. His toys appeared mutilated, and he'd hear weird laughs. One day, while the kid was sleeping, they heard a loud noise in his room. When they went in there to see what was happening, they found most of the furniture turned over and the doll laying next to the bed. When his parents asked Gene why he was doing such things, he would defend himself, crying and saying it was Robert who had done it all. Scared, all servants started to leave the family until the Ottos decided to interfere. Gene's parents took Robert away and they put it in a box in the attic, where it was hidden for many years. Sometime after that, Gene, an adult already, inherited the family mansion after his dad died, and he moved there with his wife. He had become a painter, and he felt that house was the perfect place for him to work. Soon after they moved, he found Robert in the attic, and he decided to take him back, even though his wife didn't really like the doll. Not at all. Gene reconnected with his childhood toy and everywhere. He'd even sit him down on his favorite chair while his wife and himself were sleeping. And then the strange events started to take place again. Gene's wife said the doll's facial expression changed sometimes, as if he had feelings. Some neighbors said they had seen Robert moving around the house. Kids from nearby schools avoided to get close to the house. The Otto family stopped having visits. Nobody wanted to face that chilling truth, so Gene was forced to hide it in the attic again. But those who did go to their house would say they still heard inexplicable steps and lights coming from upstairs. Gene Otto died in 1972, and his wife sold the house soon after. For some time, Robert was alone in the empty mansion until a new family bought it and restored it. The doll was discovered by their daughter, a 10-year-old girl, who grew fond of him and added him to her toys collection. But it seems like he didn't really like his new owner, because since then, the little girl would yell, frightened every night, saying her doll was trying to kill her. Finally, Robert was taken to the Martello Gallery Key West Art Historical Museum in Key West, Florida, where it's still exposed, sitting in a glass cabinet. Both visitors and staff working there say they've seen it moving, and at nights they can hear it hit in the cabinet. One of them says he once cleaned Robert before turning the light off and locking the museum. The next day, he found the lights on and Robert sitting in a different position with dust on his shoes. They also say when people take pictures or videos of him, cameras stop working, the pictures turn out blurry. If you want to take a picture of him, you must ask him for it politely. If he's okay with it, he will nod. But if he doesn't and you still take it, a curse will follow you and whoever is with you. The same thing if you tease him. Actually, on the walls of the room he is in, there are lots of letters from people begging him to take the cars back. Nowadays, Robert is still in his museum cabinet, wearing his sailor suit and holding his lion stuffed animal, with only a thin glass keeping him away from the outside.
So guys, that's the end of the video. So if you want more videos like this, make sure to comment down below, and I hope you enjoy the video. Bye.